Yes. Uh-huh. I just wanted to look at the mandatory malpractice insurance task force. Yes. I've emailed the Washington State Attorney Oath of Office, and today I went looking at that again. Yeah. Now, the University School of Law, yeah, that's a public university, isn't it? Yes. Now, I probably am going to copy and paste these emails into the next email that I'm going to send. Yes. So could you lock this Hugh Spitzer as the chair of the University of Washington? My thought is that I can sue for the actual private universities that have law degrees. Yeah. I was emailing Notre Dame. There's probably a difficulty in being able to sue for public universities. Yes, the actual ownership of them. See, my thought was a lot of Ivy League schools. Yeah, because I did a lot of research about this. They were actually started with public funds, but they're private universities, Harvard, Princeton. Yes. And then there's Notre Dame is the oldest Catholic institution in the United States of America. Now, Jordan Ramos, PC, John Bachner, yes, and Stan Bastian, yes. United States Courthouse, oh, I emailed quite a few in the United States Courthouse, yes. And then McGoffey, Bridges, Dunlap, Dan Bridges, pooh. Christy Carpenter, my LLLT, Gretchen Gale, attorney at law, and Randall Danskin, PS, yes. Lucy, oh, attorney at law, yes. And then there's Mark A. Johnson, Rob Carl, yes, yes, yes. They work for these independent law firms, the PLLCs. Is that like a limited liability corporation, but it's a partnership limited liability corporation? What does the acronym PLLC mean? Does that mean that you have malpractice insurance for the actual law firm that you work for, and then you as an individual attorney have to have your own malpractice insurance? See, when I got here, I wanted to look up what hate crime means. See, crime? Yes. Then they have what's known as hate offense. Yes. See, hate crime under crime. Pooh. Now, more recently, the governor of the state of Washington signed into law that malicious harassment is a hate crime. And I thought we'd work through what I hate today. See, I hate middle aged Nazis. Yes, that absolutely refuse to enforce the laws of the United States. And when I talk about hate, I mean, I hate. Now, there's love and hate, and today we're going to talk about hate crimes. Then we're going to discuss the task force. Could you put in quotations, quotation mark TASK space, FORCE, quotation mark, on every web page and on every website? Because the way that I see this right now, we seem to have a lot of task forces. Yes, that are evaluating the needs of individual city, counties, and states. Yes. But when it comes time to actually do right now, because we're going to talk about hate, we're going to talk about hate. Now, I have documented hate crimes. Yes. Hate offenses. The high I cross I. Ooch. Or is that the high evil cross high? Now, let's look at crimes, okay? Now, I emailed those in Gonzaga. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, crime against the law of nations. Ooch. Crime punishable under internationally prescribed criminal law or defined by an international convention required to be made punishable under the criminal law of the member states. Now, I remember talking about the international court of law. Crime fraud exception. The doctrine that neither the attorney-client privilege nor the attorney-work product privilege protects attorney-client communications that are in furtherance of a current or planned crime or fraud. Now, this looks like a good one. Clark versus U.S. in regards to fraud. Grand jury subpoena douches come on. An exception to the marital facts privilege denying protection when the disputed communications and furtherance of criminal activity. Yes. Now, you remember that disillusion of marriage right now? I'm telling you, we're going to talk about hate today because I hate the idea, yes, that this court is continuing the fraud of issuing a dissolution.